All right, I don't know if this is working or not. It should be. I maybe will just check it. Just give me 1 sec. Let me know if you guys can see me. Give me like a thumbs up or something like that. No, mine says it is not working. Should be going live, but I don't see it. Oh, let's see, it wants to load. Some white kid sees me. Oh, 2 kids see me. Oh, here I am. Just check it. Just give me 1 sec. Let me know if you guys can see me. Give me like a thumbs up or something like that. No, mine says it is not working. Fresh guy, awesome. Okay, cool. Well, hopefully I kind of get this working. I'm getting a lot of errors on my end. I think it'll be a little bit laggy, but hopefully all is good. Welcome back. Anyways, I'll try and look at the camera so you guys don't see my terrible hairline. It's not my best angle this way, but anyways, we're at the school now. It is pretty empty. I'll try and keep my chat open actually. That way I can see what you guys are. Yeah, sorry, it seems like boys dorm Hugh says boys dorm Wi-Fi so suck. Yeah, it's not good. It's not good, and I'm slowly learning that. So all of you guys that didn't do your homework in the dorm, it's totally because of the Wi-Fi. But yeah, it's weird. I was walking through the school building a second ago. It's just Mrs. Kennedy in there. There's nobody else in there. So it is definitely quiet around here. It's like basically just like 2 of our cars in the parking lot. But yeah, pretty bad. Pretty lonely here, but all's good. I'm sure some of you are feeling some of that loneliness and whatnot as well. It's tough to be indoors. Some of us are better at that than others. It's like the introverts are finally like the alphas of the world now. They're taking over. All the extroverts are like inside, like slowly crippling away and dying. But anyways, all that aside, pumped you guys are back. Maybe if oh sweet, Kyle subscribed to my channel. That is awesome. I'm super excited to be doing this, and I'm not sure how the YouTube thing will totally work. I think we need to maybe give it another day tomorrow, just because my Wi-Fi at home is significantly better. I was getting way better quality. Right now I can't even really see the preview of what I'm supposed to be looking at. So I'm hoping this is working, but I'm not totally sure. What I would like you guys to do, maybe I'll start telling you about my March break, but if you guys just want to throw something in chat about something you did, probably wasn't like a whole lot because we weren't going outside, but if anyone did something cool, type it in chat there. What did I do over March break? Basically, I spent some time on the first weekend, so it was like a week ago now. I went back home, saw some of my family, which was cool. And it was my brother's birthday. So anyways, I got him like a kitchen knife, and it's kind of funny though, because like all of the other presents, sorry, it's so funny. Somebody's saying, I don't jewel, by the way. Y'all, okay, sorry. Yes, you guys can leave anytime, I will do attendance in a second. But yeah, all my brother's presents were like kitchen related. It was kind of funny. I got him a knife, like my sister got him some sort of like salad bowl and stuff like that. Let's do some attendance. Maybe that would be cool. So if you could, as I'm doing attendance here, if you guys could let me know you are here, that would be super sweet. Where am I? We are grade 11 math. Need to be taking attendance there. So yeah, if you could spam in the chat. Spamming is not the right word. You guys are gonna go crazy. But yeah, if you could comment, just to let me know you're here. Comment to let me know you're here if you haven't already. It would be sweet if you could tell me. Why am I talking when I'm typing? I don't know. Cool. Okay, so Dafe's here. I'll just go through and do this with you guys. So I did see Dafe. Did I see Paula? That is a good question. Paul, if you could let me know. I'm pretty sure is Logan the white guy, some white kid? Is that you? I see Ty. I see Jerry. Beauty, where are those guys? I saw Yalda. I saw Izzy earlier. I see Ty, Jerry. I saw Zoe. I'm pretty sure that was Zoe in there. Oops. That's the one problem with YouTube versus Teams, guys, is that I do not see you the same way. Somewhat, yeah, white kid. It was Logan. Izzy's here. I think I got that. Liam is here. Is Daniel here as well? I assume they're probably watching together, maybe? No, I saw them at the start. Anyways, there was Daniel separate. Okay, Liam, Daniel. Wendy's here. Hey, Wendy. Wendy, Liam, Daniel. I'm pretty sure I saw Bassett say something because he's like the classic. I can't get so close to the mic, then you'll see my forehead better. This is not a good angle for me. Batten is here, Beauty. Wait, who the heck is Alexander McQueen? Kyle is here. Beauty, sorry, what are we doing? So Kyle, did I see Ben earlier? I know he was just down there in the dorms, that's easy. Max, are you in the chat, bud? And there was Logan. Sorry guys, this is obviously taking a little bit longer than normal. Epic moment. Bowser from Sonic, who was that? That was Ben, right? I'm pretty sure, the way he says epic. Hugh is here, Ben is here, sweet. Lenice is here, awesome, okay, great. Welcome guys, welcome. Hugh, how's the quality, guys? Give me like an out of 10 on quality. I know it's the dorm, hopefully it'll be better tomorrow, but just give me like a 1 out of 10 if you're like, this is like unwatchable, or like a 5 out of 10 if like you can kind of see what I'm saying, or something more than a 5 if you can follow. Like if I was to teach right now, would it be reasonable? Whoa, Dafe spammed us. I'm here, yes sir. David's here, Beauty. Paula's is here. Y'all, it's an out of 10, not that good. Hugh gives me a 6.5. I don't see, did I see Cameron? I'm not sure that I saw Cameron. Or Paul or Crystal. I did see David. Batten I saw, Lenice was here, and Ben was here. So I'm just waiting on Crystal, Paul, and Cameron. I think. I might have saw Cameron. Maybe she's going to get mad at me here. Cam. Yeah, there's Cam. Yep. Thanks, Cam. And Paul's here. Beauty. Awesome. Hello, sir.
Good day.
How you doing?
Wonderful. How are you?
Good. I'm midstream with my class here, so we'll see how that goes.
Good. Awesome.
Seeing Crystal. I'm just waiting on Crystal. I don't see Crystal, and I think...
Which Crystal?
E. Crystal E. And Max. And Max is just down the hall, so I do know he's here. He's just not on. I'll have to go talk to him. That's funny. Okay. Awesome. Let me share that. Oh, I better say. Not on stream, but in dorm. Crystal, no. Perfect. Perfect. Okay. Now I can share that. Cool. So hopefully you guys can kind of follow. I'm not going to do a whole lot today. I really just wanted to test and see how this was going to work with you guys. So, sorry, let me keep this chat open. I'll try and respond to chat. Oops. Okay, everyone's here. This is amazing. Pretty awesome. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. I don't know how many of you guys are in bed or somewhere else. Maybe comment, spam the chat where you are right now. But yeah, it'd be kind of interesting to see how many of you guys are in bed or at the kitchen table or if just at a desk at home or outside although it's kind of raining. I wouldn't recommend it, but I'm hoping to maybe stream from my front porch some of these times. But anyways, I'm really excited you guys are here. I'm excited to be back. Like I was saying earlier, it is weird that no one's at the school, and it is weird to be doing this. It's crazy how like things have like changed so fast. It is strange to be doing this with you guys. It's strange to not be going out. Like there was 3 or 4 days in the March break. I was doing some kitchen renovations. Like I don't know that I've told you guys yet, but the house that I bought, we're doing like look at all these people from their desks. Okay, some white kid is spamming desk. Cam's in the basement. Kyle's on a table. Nice. See someone's name. Someone's in their room. Yeah, nice. Y'all's in a room. All right. I'm just in the dorm today and next Monday. So we only do 2 dorm shifts unless this continues for longer. But anyways, for the plan right now is I've just got these 2, and then for the rest of it, all's good. But yeah, it is crazy how things have changed so much. I think it is cool. It's a weird time, just like spiritually. It's a funny time to be at home alone so often. It leaves you in your thoughts a lot. I think it's difficult for a lot of people. I'll be honest with you guys, it was really difficult for me, right as soon as school got canceled. It was such like a thrown off thing. Daffy, happy birthday, dude. That is so cool. Happy birthday, man. Everyone say HBD. HBD, bro. Can we do emojis? Can we do emojis that are birthday emojis? I don't know how to do that. There is some sort of emoji button, but my computer doesn't like me right now. But yeah, pretty cool. Happy birthday. Yeah, anyways, it was really hard for me like 5-6 days ago, something like that. And I think my problem was, and I don't know if you guys are like this as well, is that I'm normally not a news person. But what I was doing is I was like constantly, I don't know if you guys ever heard of like Reddit before, or obviously you've heard of Instagram. I don't need to say that, but I was spending a lot of time like online looking at news articles and like kind of scrolling through, seeing updates, seeing other people's comments, and not all the time like reliable stuff. And the crazy thing of talking about change is how much it changed, right? Like every single day somebody had like some sort of like new idea or like new thing that was happening, or like don't do this, like you shouldn't be doing this, it's like don't drink this or what. Like it was crazy how often the news would change, and I think that was stressing me out quite a bit. So if that's you guys and that's something that you're kind of caught up in, like I would always be like before bed like scrolling through Reddit or something like that, reading all these things that were like the end of the world, all this like doomsday crap. I just kind of like got off that stuff, not entirely. Like I think it's important to be connected to the news and know, but like spent a lot less time on it, and it's helped me be a lot less anxious about things, and yeah, just be like a lot less worried in general. And I think it's a good time one of those times to like go like this is cool, God's in control, and to not have to worry about that is kind of cool. So hopefully you can lean to that. It's one of these times like when you got crisis like this, it's a tipping point. You can either go, all right, God, like I'm going to be gonna be needing you in this time, or you can go, like the world's ending, I'm just gonna like go do my own thing and just kind of worry the heck out of it. And so if that's you, if you are worried, that would be my practical tip, is to get off the social media and the Reddit and all the craziness a little bit. That helped me personally, but maybe some of you don't really get affected by this stuff that much. But anyways, all's good. If you guys need prayer, like I probably did, I did post in School Talk, there's that prayer form you guys can fill out, and anything that you guys want prayer for will go up on there. And some of the staff at the school, and obviously your teachers, we're going to pray for you guys each night. So anyways, looking forward to seeing some of those. It can be totally anonymous or whatever, but anyways, you guys are beauties. Somebody's 20th birthday. I forget who. Slats Ty, right? Yeah, Ty turns 20 tomorrow. Wow, crazy. Yalda says Trump is weird. Yeah, we knew that before. Paul's birthday was yet. How many people's friggin' birthdays in March, man? I feel bad for you guys. It's crazy. That's a lot of people that won't have parties. That's really sad. I'm sorry for you March friends. Hopefully some of you guys are around family or somebody like that you can be hanging out. Okay, worst social media thing. Oh my goodness. The phrase social distancing is killing me. It is the most overused term of all time. It is absolutely murdering my feed. It seems like you cannot post to Instagram right now or Snapchat or whatever without some sort of social distancing hashtag or like stupid sticker over top, or what they're doing at home with social like, oh my, find a new friggin' term. Maybe that's more of like a my age millennial nerdy way to like they basically, like people my age, they take a term and they grind it until it is dead, and I don't know if your guys generation's like that. Maybe not, but I don't know, kind of cool. I ain't a playa, I just got a lot of bays. Okay, Ty's got a lot of bays with tear face. Are you sad for having all the bays? I'm confused about that. Yeah, Kyle called you out too. Anyways, so plan for today. I'm going to do basically not much teaching today. Miss Kennedy told us to, yo, how's my quality? Okay, I'm not terrible. Oh, some people say very bad. Somebody says better than iPhone. Oh wait, I think they're debating Android or something. I'm not sure. Better than Noel on Wednesday night. I'd love to see the Tin Turn live stream. Anyways, yeah, I don't think I'm going to do a whole lot of teaching. I think I'm just going to do one little intro activity. Miss Kennedy said she didn't want us to do a whole lot today, just to see the quality. One thing I would say I'd really appreciate, it's not a great test as of today. Maybe we'll give it one more day tomorrow, because I have my setup at home. I'm really excited for that and seeing how that works and everything. But if you could let me know what you think like is the best way of doing this. If you guys have in your other classes, like if your other teacher is using Teams and they're saying, yeah, Teams is so much better, or you're saying Teams is so much better, let me know. And if you're like, this YouTube thing is crap. The thing I do like about YouTube is when we actually do the lesson, we don't have the whole mic interference thing. You guys see my screen. And what's really cool, I'm just going to switch to it actually. But right now, if I was to do this isn't my full setup. Actually at home, you guys are going to be so proud of me, all you like gamers. I've got a green screen behind me at home. And so what's going to happen is I'm actually going to have all of this space in here, this free space is going to be see-through. And so you'll see OneNote in behind me here, which is going to be pretty sweet. And so it'll just be me, I'll be on here, and then I'll have OneNote. And Teams can't do that, and I don't think Zoom can do that either, which is another thing your teachers might use. Pardon me. But I just think it'll be a little bit easier on here. And obviously I'm going to keep these as recordings. That way you guys can watch these. But I'm hoping it goes okay. I'm hoping this is an efficient or successful strategy. If you guys hate it, we'll switch to something different. Because this is about you guys, and I know this is going to be a couple weeks. I don't want to stick with something that you guys hate for a couple weeks. Please give me at least tomorrow on my good home internet to do a good job. That way you guys can have a good quality stream. I think YouTube does a better job. It's just the school Wi-Fi right now that is probably not so good. So let's just see what our chat is. Totally tubular. It's not lagging with 240p. Yikes. 240p is pretty crap though. Paul says he's waiting for a funny joke. Sorry, I'm not very funny. Anyways, yeah, it'll be pretty cool, the little background thing. I have these like sweet, like I hit a button and I've got like cats falling from the ceiling or the top of the screen. So anyways, I've got some pretty hardcore pro streamer tip, I don't know what the crap I'm talking about, but I got some cool things going on. So I'm pretty excited to do that stuff with you. Okay, so for our little intro thing, like we wrapped up Unit 3, so I think you guys can see what I'm seeing. Let me just confirm with you guys though. Can you see OneNote? Can you see my OneNote, friends? Sweet, awesome. Cool. Thank you. There's like some debate about 2K or some games. Unfortunately, there's not much of a way. I'm sure I could kick people or something like that. But when I do the lesson, and I won't do a full lesson today, but when I do the lesson, it'd be really sweet. And this is what they asked us at church. I don't know if your church did this as well, but always like check in when we do attendance. Feel free to spam away. But when the lesson's going on, if you could keep the chat a little bit quieter, unless there's a question in there or something like that you guys want to ask, feel free to do that in the chat. Or I'm also always available on Teams as well. And so I'll try to be continually checking Teams, so that way I can see your questions. If you don't like to just message in that public format, where everyone can see, if you want to send me a direct chat, I can see those and no one else can see those. So feel free to message me on Teams instead. Is totally fine. Anyways, we are moving on. So Unit 3 was probably my least favorite unit. It just seems so stupid. I don't know why they do the order the way they do. Like we did Unit 1 where we learned all these properties of functions. Unit 2, we got really difficult. I don't know if you guys remember, we did like our rational functions where there was fractions. And then Unit 3, they're like, okay, we just did like one of the hardest units in grade 11 math, but now let's go back to like grade 10 where you learn about parabolas. It made no sense whatsoever. But anyways, stupid. That's just how they have to teach it. So the thing is that, for that assignment, I remember I was supposed to lock the assignment. I didn't lock it till this morning because of all the craziness. I totally forgot to lock that assignment. So if any of you guys used that extra time, good for you. Probably a lot of you didn't. You just assumed it was locked on that Friday night. So I'm sorry about that. Thanks for those of you not abusing me making that stupid mistake. But anyways, yeah, being a bit of a goof. Iba or who else is feeling Iba or pounded yam right now? What? Never mind. Okay, yeah, I lost track. Some of these comments are so out of the blue because maybe I haven't been following that it's just over the top. But yeah, we're moving on to exponential functions. And we did, back when we did parent functions, and I'll just show you our Unit 1. You can remember back in Unit 1, we talked about, let's find our parent function sheet. Parent functions. Okay. So remember, we did a few functions in our parent functions. So we had our linear function, we did our quadratic, here's our square root function, here was the exponential function, and that's kind of what this unit is all about. Here's the absolute value function, here's the reciprocal. And so anyways, those were our parent ones. We're going to be talking about this one particular, this unit, and different forms of that, and so on, but we'll get into that a little bit more detail. We'll also be using the button on your calculator. I don't know if you guys have seen it. It's called the log button, or there's a one that's called the ln button. Anyways, a lot of people think it's called in, but it's the ln button. Tomorrow, just for your setup and your own personal kind of table in front of you, I think doing math in bed is probably a little too difficult. We will be actually doing some math. So tomorrow, maybe get your calculator out if you have one. I know a lot of you guys use your computers anyways, but if you could be at like a desk where you've got your calculator beside you, maybe your textbook, something like that, that would be cool. So here's what we're gonna do now. Our goal is I want you guys to go into your OneNotes in chapter 4. And so if I open up Izzy's in unit 4, you should be able to see if his syncs, and I've already sent this, so hopefully your guys' OneNotes are syncing. Mine is being a jerk right now. You should see this thing called intro activity, and what I want you guys to do from memory, if you can, don't go back to the unit 1 parent function sheet, but create a table of values if you need, but go along the axes, number your axes, and see if you can draw 2 to the x. But also there's a new one that we haven't really drawn, which would be 1/2 to the x as well. So if you could draw both of those, you can draw them on the same axes, or if you want, you can copy and paste this if you want, right? Control C, Control V, copy and paste it. Feel free. But yeah, anyways, I want you to start with that. I'm going to give you guys some time to do that. I'm going to turn to the chat, but that's your goal right now, is you're going to do that intro activity, and I should be able to go through your OneNotes, and I'm going to be able to click and see that you guys are actually doing that. So I won't share. I'm going to turn this off right now. I'm not going to share Izzy's screen with you, or the OneNote. But anyways, I'm gonna go back to my full screen. Sorry, that's attendance. My full screen here with you guys. If you have any questions, I'm going to answer them in chat or in Teams, and we're just going to work on graphing 2 to the x and 1/2 to the x. That's our little intro activity, and that's pretty well the main thing we're going to do today, so I won't waste too much of your time here. Tomorrow we'll have a more full lesson, but see if you can get that. If you want to check with me if you've got it right, message me, and I'll drop down and I'll look in your OneNotes to actually see that. So I'm just going to post in Google what we're doing. In YouTube, which is Google, I guess, but in YouTube what we're doing, and you can start that activity. Get this water. Sorry, I'm probably like way too close to the computer right now. I'm just making some comments. I see I have to check Liam's. I see I have to check couple people's. Jerry's done there as well, and Yalda's here. So I'm just going to make a couple comments. Best thing to do, guys, if you're struggling, would be make a table of values, right? For y equals 2 to the x and y equals 1/2 x. And if you do that, you should be able to try some numbers in there. You can just type those in your calculator, but you're going to learn that you get some. Oopsies. Sorry, I'm writing over top of someone's. But yeah, sorry, I'll leave there. Sorry, Yalda, I was messing with yours. So there we go. So that was Yalda, pretty good. Liam, where are you at, buddy? Liam, let's see yours. Yeah, everyone needs a shout out, I guess. Yeah, Zoe, absolutely. All right, make sure this, guys, this graph, if you're thinking about this graph, I see the last couple I've checked are not entirely completed because they need to think about the domain. So the domain, basically, right, if you think about what values can go in for x, the values that can go in for x here, if we're thinking about like 2 to the x, well, can you put in a negative number? Yeah, you can do 2 to a negative number. Can you put in 0, 2 to the 0? Remember, anything to the exponent 0 is 1, so that's fine. And we can put in positive numbers as well. So the function should go from negative infinity all the way to positive infinity, because there's no numbers that it can't equal. So what I would do is I would take a table of values and just do integers like from like -2 to 2 to try those ones in there. Going to make a couple quick comments here. So that was Liam's. Bowser from Sonic, you're going to have to remind me who you are, buddy. Sorry. If you guys could use, maybe these are your YouTube names. I'm not sure. But if you could, if you don't have a regular name, maybe I'll get it by Friday. It's like relearning your names. Sorry, I'm going to go down to Zoe here. I think in general things, like I'm not going to have to do these checks every time, guys, but I think in general things are going to take us a little bit longer than we're used to. So sorry about that, but I think it's okay. I think it's we're going to do things chill. I'm going to not give you guys as much homework as I have been giving, because you're going to be spending a lot of time on computers in class and at home because there's nothing else to do, right? So if you want more homework, that's fine, but I just don't want to like kill your brains. Was a big sneeze down the hall with a lot of screen time. So let me know if that's a good plan, and if not, I can always give you more homework. Oh yeah, sorry, bless them. Sir, yeah, sorry, and I just saw there was more than one person. There are a couple of people here, last couple I checked actually, and Kyle has a good question here. I maybe didn't make this too clear, I'm so sorry. For exponential functions, which is what this unit is going to be on, the little x there, it might not look so good because I wrote it out, my bad. It is in the exponent. And that's probably not that clear. So sorry about that. Maybe just do one of them. If you made a mistake, you've already done 2 graphs, just go back and fix one of them. Okay, sorry. I've made some comments. So if you've asked me, I should have made a comment or something like that. Bowser never told me. You little jerk. I feel like it's Ben. Bowser, you thought that they were in the bottom as well. So switch that up to be exponents. Cam, you want me to check yours? Absolutely. Cam. Okay. Sorry, it's funny because I'm like talking to only one person here and I don't want to point them out. Yeah, and so Bassett and Paul, you're good. Sorry, some white kid, did you ask me to check your thing? Did you need me to? Yeah, and Dafe, you're next, bud, for sure. So I'll do them in order there. So Bassett, Paul, Joshy, absolutely. Make sure you're checking your table of values. The y-intercept for both of them should be 1. Awesome. Yeah, IZO, definitely get there. And again, sorry guys, we're going to take a little bit of time here. So I might lose some of you. Basically what we're doing, guys, is I'm just giving you this little intro here, and then I was going to go and I was just going to ask you, yeah, and absolutely, I just got a message saying, could you show us the right ones? So I'll just show you guys the proper graph in a minute here, and maybe we'll do that all together, so that way we can see the proper graph, and then I can make some comments. But yeah, I don't know that the plan after this is just to do some of those, like, you know, like you can go to like the start of chapter 4 and there's those intro questions. So I'm just going to highlight a couple of those that I think would be useful. I won't ask you guys to do the whole thing. That'd be crazy. But yeah, absolutely. I got a good message there to help us out. So let me just do a couple more of these, the next couple that come in. So I'll just look at Bassett's and Paul's here real quick. And then maybe we'll take a couple of these up. Bassett, unit 4. Beauty, yeah, that's right, bud. Good job. Paul. Sorry that it wasn't so clear with that exponent thing there, guys. It's my bad. Yeah, absolutely, Paul. Good. Dafes. Might as well just do a couple of these. These are going faster now. Yep, make sure you got some arrows. But yep, absolutely. Sorry, I should not stop doing Dafa. He wanted a shout out. I did give him a shout out though. But yes, good job. Daniel, where are you, sir? Daniel Walker. David's unit 4 isn't showing up. Sorry, David. Try syncing. Maybe message Mr. Gelder. Okay. Awesome, yes. So for those of you guys, you know what, because we're already at 10:55 here, actually 10:53, there is a bit of a delay. I don't know if you guys have noticed that yet on your chat from when I'm responding to you, but there's a bit of a 10-second delay from when I tested it, more like 9, but let's just round up and say 10, that way you guys don't hate me so much. I'm hurt by the comment. Sorry, I don't understand. Anyways, but yeah, we're gonna go through and do the correct way of doing this. So let's go and do that together. I'm just gonna switch this to where you guys can see my work here. So let's just go back up and let's just all do this intro activity. I'll just show you guys how to do it. And again, sorry, right now, when I'm doing this, you guys are gonna be impeded by my little camera here, but tomorrow it'll be less like that. And I can just delete myself if you guys think that's better. But I thought it'd be kind of funny to see my dumb expressions and then you can see me. It's just, I think it's probably more engaging, maybe, I don't know. I think just listening to a blank screen might not feel as personal, I'm not sure. But anyways, I'll let you guys decide that. I'm just gonna run through a couple of these. just graphs real quick here though. And again, yeah, tomorrow hopefully it'll be a bit better. So we're gonna graph both 2 to the x and 1/2 x. Just give me 1 minute as I just double check all my messages to make sure you guys are ready to rock here for this. Okay. Okay, I'm taking it up now. I'm taking it up now. Ready? Sorry. I'll get to those of you I missed in a minute. Okay. All right, so as I'm working on this sucker, we're gonna graph 2 to the x and 1/2 to the x. And I think a really good way to start that is to actually go ahead and do a table of values, although we don't necessarily totally need to, but why not? So I would say x and y equals 2 to the x, and I'd have a table of values for that. And then maybe I'd also have my 1/2 x, oh sorry, I don't need an equal sign just yet. And y equals 1/2 to the x. Now at 240p, like mine shows good quality and it'll be good quality for tomorrow, but if this is too blurry, you guys will have to let me know. Again, I hope tomorrow is better, yeah, anyways, you can always pause on YouTube, right? The cool thing about YouTube is you guys can pause me, you can go back, you can jump back to live, you can do anything. And all these recordings will be uploaded so you can watch them after if you miss something for real, but feel free, yeah, to pause me if I'm ever going too fast or something like that. Let me just go back and check chat one more time before. Okay, anyways, I've got people saying yes, so we are clear to go. Good, okay. So for our values, because there's nothing we can't do with x, right? We can choose any number for x. I'm just going to choose the easiest integers I can think of, and just put them in, right? So if you do in your calculator 2 to the exponent -2, I'll just write that on the side just if you guys remember, that's the same thing as 1/2 squared, which is 1/4. So anyways, that'd be 1/4, this would be 1/2, this would be 2 to the 0 is 1, 2 to the 1 is 2, and 2 to the 2 is 4. So you should be able to take those values. We need to pause that right now to copy that down. That's cool. But what I will say is that when I'm doing like a full example in class where I want you guys to be following along, right now I don't think it's as big of a deal because we're only doing one thing. When I'm doing a full lesson, the structure that I'm gonna do is I'm gonna have me do an example, and I want you guys just be focused and watching, because I think to do split screen, you know what I mean? It's just gonna be too difficult. And a lot of you don't have, sorry, that's a normal cough. Just got a dry throat, burned my throat this morning on coffee. But yeah, just to do split screen, you won't have enough room. And so basically, I'm going to do one example and then I'm going to have you guys work on it on your own, and I'll be waiting, I'll look for questions, and then we'll go and do the next example together. So again, yeah, things will take a little bit longer, but I think it'll be more beneficial, be helpful to you guys. So we've got that, it's perfect. Let me just open. Perfect, okay. And let's do this one here. This one is gonna be 1/2 to the exponent -2. And remember that, again, the negative flips, it's the elevator rule, you flip it. So that's the same thing as 1/2 to the exponent 2. And that would be 1/2 times 1/2, which is 1/4. Wait, I didn't flip the thing because I'm an idiot, sorry. You knew that. 2/1, sorry, and then 2/1 squared is 2 times 2, which is +4. So +4, and you can guys just type these in your calculator. +2, 1/2 to the 0 is still just gonna be 1, because anything the exponent 0 is 1. 1/2 to the 1 is just still 1/2. And now 1/2 squared, like I talked about, 1/2 times 1/2 is 1/4. So you should have your table of values here and here. Those should be your correct numbers. And now I'm going to be able to take those and I'm going to be able to put them on my graph, right? And so I need to label some things. We used 0, 1, 2 maybe, if you guys want to use those numbers. -1, -2, and I'm just going to go up. Do I have rooms to go up to 4 with doing the same scale? 1, 2, 3, nice, 4, beautiful. So something like that. And maybe I need to make my writing a bit bigger because I don't know how small you guys have me, and you guys probably have the chat open because you're a bunch of memers. 1, 2, 3, 4. Cool. So let's graph 2 to the x in red, and then we'll graph the other one in green or something. So if we just put in our values, so it was at 1/4 there, 1/2 here, 1, 1, 2, and 2, 4. You're going to notice, well, that looks like a little heart. I'm going to zoom in so you guys can see that. That's pretty cute. Anyways, I'm going to shut up. If you think about this, and we talked about this before, this one is actually one of those graphs that has a horizontal asymptote, and it's got a horizontal asymptote here because these dots, no matter how far back I go or how negative I go, they're never going to actually reach 0, and it can never be negative. Like if I'm thinking this is 2 to the x, right? This is y equals 2 to the x. If I'm thinking about that, that graph can never reach 0 because it's just gonna, 2 to a negative number, 2 to anything. How many 2's? It can't be negative. It's 2 times itself how many times? So anyways, it can't be like that. So you'd have some sort of asymptote there. And we'd go up and connect our dots. And that would be y equals 2 to the x. And then the other one, which I can graph in, I don't know, let's do blue. I know I said I'd do green, but I don't care. Is going to look something like this, where we had 2 was 1/4, 1 was 1/2. We have that point at 1, 0 there. -1 was 2, and -2 was 4. So something like that. And you're going to get those dots connected. And the same idea, it's just reversed, right? It's a mirror, basically. It's like some sort of like reflection in the y-axis. And so you're going to be able to connect your dots. And the same thing though, you've got a asymptote, it's just the other way. Oops, I'm not very good at drawing with this. Perfect, so that's 1/2 x. Sweet. So yeah, you've got something like that, where you've got 2 to the x and 1/2 to the x, and those are your two graphs. And they're both exponential functions technically, because they have the x in the exponent. But yeah, shouldn't be too bad. So I'll leave that up there for a little bit because I think there's a bit of a delay and you guys will want to see those things. If you need to see my table of values, I'm just going to move it over so that way you can pause it if you'd like, I guess. And you can look at that. The one thing I guess is a bit of a bummer is if you guys do too long of a pause and you'll cut into your lunchtime, and I don't want you guys to do that, but you can always come back to it. I worry more about like something like period 3, where if you guys are pausing and I was your period 3 teacher, it would run into period 4. Anyways, I'm gonna probably end soon because I've almost talked for an hour, and I apologize for that. I didn't mean for this to go so long today. What I would do is if you guys want in your textbook, so I'm going to move this now, but feel free to pause this or come back, or hopefully this has been helpful. Maybe I'll just make a quick comment. Any questions about those graphs? Did I go too fast? Feel free, if you don't want to respond to that here, you can send me a message in Teams. But what I would say is that it'd be sweet if in your textbook you'd be able to try a couple questions if you want. Okay, it looks like people are saying it's okay. If you want to get yourself some practice, or if you're really bored today, let me see. Anything from the getting started that would be worth our time. Evaluate. Ugh. Maybe what I'd have you do is just numbers Ooh, yeah. We'll just do number 4 and 8, and it's going to be on page 212. So we'll just do number 4 and 8 on page 212. I'm going to post that in chat. I'll also post that on Edsby for practice. Try numbers 4 and 8 on page 212. And I'll just actually show you guys that. I'll leave that here so that way you guys can see those. But just try a couple of them, right? And let me know if you guys got any questions. Class is on for another 20 minutes. I'll be available to answer any questions that you guys have. But I might end the stream that way. The video, and if you guys want to go back, will still be there. Yeah. Hey, I hope you guys have a great rest of the day. Praying for you guys. I'm hopefully you guys are doing okay. Things at home are going okay. I know it's stressful. There's like a lot of, craziness happening with families. It's tough being around each other that much. If everyone in your family or everyone in your house or your home stays home right now and you've been cooped up for a long time, don't take anything too personally that people say. Just try and be calm and cool. It's hard sometimes when you're so cooped up, your anger builds. Just let things go. Try to let things go. Try to kind of start each day fresh. Try to get outside. I know you're not supposed to, but just go breathe some air in your yard or go for a little walk or something like that. I think that's pretty important. Away from people and stuff like that. But yeah, hey, you guys are great. Thank you so much for staying with me to the end, those of you that did. Hopefully it wasn't too bad. Yeah, White Kid says stay hydrated. I'm gonna try and drink this liter here. Yeah, stay safe, guys. Praying for you, thinking about you, and excited for tomorrow. We'll get in a good lesson. Let me know if you guys need anything from me, or if there's something I can do better for you. Just send me a message in Teams. But bless. God bless. See you guys soon. Bye.